Hey everybody, my name is Michael and I work for Tableau, and for the past year have partnered with the New Hampshire Department of Education to produce a revamped iExplore and iReport. And in this video, I'm excited to tell you about the functionalities we have available in the search page of iExplore. And there are a lot of them, so I don't want you to miss out. All right, so on this page, what we can do is select up to 4 indicators that we'd like to analyze across all the different entities we have down here. These can be districts or schools, kind of depends on what you'd like to select in our little filter panel here. But in any case, you can select up to 4 indicators to analyze. Okay, so let's say we'll start with our indicator 1. We are most interested in average cost per pupil. So in this dropdown, we'll select average cost per pupil. And then according to our filters, we're looking at the year 2020 across all districts, all grade spans, and all other selections in the filters. All right. At this point, we could stop here and we'd have a sorted list by district from big to small for average cost per pupil. Okay, the numbers are colored based on whether that entity or the district is in the top 25% of districts for average cost per pupil, the middle 50%, or the lower 25%. And you have always the state of New Hampshire values right here as a overall comparison. Like I mentioned, this is currently sorted big to small, but we could, of course, select one of these other sort icons to change it up. So if I click on this icon right here, what we'll do is sort from small to big if that's more appropriate for what we're trying to accomplish. Okay, now let's say we want to look at a second indicator that we feel like relates to average cost per pupil or is just something we're interested in. We can come here to select indicator 2, and instead of none, we could choose something else. So why don't we look at how about average teacher salary? So we'll select average teacher salary, and you'll see as soon as we do that, this pops up, and of course our table gets filled in. Now you can see we have kept the order of our districts sorted by average cost per pupil, small to big. But now that we have a second indicator sort of live, we have new sort icons. So we can click on the down or the up to sort differently. So if I now want to sort by average teacher salary, I'll click on that little button here. And now you can see the table is sorted based on indicator 2. What we can also do with indicator 2 is we can change the districts or the entities that we're looking at based on the values of average teacher salary. So I can either slide this filter up and down, or I can type in a number here that is relevant to me. So maybe we'll say at least 50,000 for average teacher salary, and I'm just hitting enter. You can't really see that the list is updated, but I promise you did. We can scroll down and you'll see that we don't have anything under 50,000. All right. Now at this point, we might be done with average teacher salary and we might realize we'd rather look at graduation rate, the 4-year graduation rate. And sometimes this happens where you just don't have any data show up. Now, what you need to make sure you do is after you change the indicator in a specific box, you'll have to reset the filter values in an icon that I'll show you that will pop up right here. So we'll hover over reset filter and click on this little icon. And there's some instructions right below this just in case this happens to you. So you can click on that. Okay, and now you can see you have valid values for graduation rate. Okay, there's no way there's a 50,000% graduation rate. So we have to hit reset and allow the filter to understand you've chosen a different indicator. Okay, so that's one time you might use this reset filter button. Another time is when, and let's just say we'll choose another indicator. How about total expenditures? Okay, and then after, let's say we've filtered our list of of school districts by total expenditures. We kind of want to go back to the beginning. That's another time we might use the reset filter button. After we've made a filter change in this slider, we could just go back here, click on the reset button, and now we have our full list of schools that satisfy each of these boxes that we've changed. All right, and finally, just like a lot of the other pages in iExplore, you can easily interact with the filters here to change data like what year you're looking at, the granularity of entities, so is it by district or by school. After you've chosen school here, you might want to look at elementary schools or high schools, and all of that filtering can be done on the right side here. All right, I think that just about covers it. So thanks for listening, and I hope you feel good about what you can do on this page.